What is happening?
You need to sit down because we can barely hear you. First off, we can barely hear you. Get to the headset.
What is happening? This is NFL Couch Talk. Right there. You see that right behind me? I'm a member of the Who Dat Nation. I believe with all my heart that this is one of the best seasons I've ever seen from the New Orleans Saints. For better or worse, whatever happens in this game between the Vikings and the Saints, it has been a magical season. But anyway, that's my little soliloquy. I'm the captain of this Couch Talk, Jeffrey Burtis, and joining us is
your centerpiece, your guy who has to snap you the damn ball, Tony Lopez. Get it right, sir.
That me the ball? You be a center?
Yeah. I call. Hey, if we feel like not blocking for you, we'll move.
Okay, I'll be like Adam Sandler walking guitar. I'll do it myself on 2.
And also we have over there
individual that's just been very occasionally quiet.
I am Nick Folk. Honey, I put my motherfucking head back down.
Shout out Chisel Adonis.
I'm also trying to wrap this cord that's giving me difficulty.
Okay, he's James Nick Folk Belknap.
I'm a kicker, but I'm also a kicker who doesn't have a job.
Good Lord. But this is the divisional round. Before we get to some news, before we get to the predictions, Tony, start us off with what you have to say about this divisional round. Let's do a little soliloquy, a little rant about this playoff so far.
Playoffs so far, to me, have actually been way above par. Let's just be real. The only game that fans were disappointed about were the Falcons and the Rams. Thought that was going to be a little bit more competitive. We thought Los Angeles was going to come out and actually maybe have a little bit more firepower on the field. But the surprise of the Falcons' domination in that game, also combined with the Titans' just shocking win against the Chiefs, the Jags surviving against the Bills, and the Saints. Good Lord, the Saints holding on by a thread.
You see.
But let's just be real. Let's just be honest real quick, okay? The Saints, they survive by the hair of their chinny chin.
Keep running. A win's a win, son.
Oh, yes. But which makes this week so much more interesting, the fact that we have some great matchups in each playoff game.
Tony, do you want to start off with news, or do you want to just go straight in on the prediction?
I do want to talk about maybe one thing in particular. The whole Le'Veon Bell threatening retirement because he doesn't want to get franchise tagged.
Oh, you want me to start this off, or do you want,
I could already tell you have something to say about it.
You want me to start this?
Go right ahead, my friend.
On one end, this is the wrong time to be saying this. When you got a playoff game against the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL, in the form of the Jacksonville Jaguars, you do not need to cause the team and the organization a distraction. On the other hand, he is damn right. It makes no sense that Le'Veon Bell is the best running back by far in the NFL, and he keeps getting these franchise tags. Pay him the goddamn money. He is the only reason the Steelers are any hope of winning the Super Bowl. You take Le'Veon Bell out of the equation, they have no chance against New England. They're not even going to go close to a Super Bowl. Le'Veon Bell is their workhorse. You need to pay him his goddamn money, give him the biggest contract in all the running backs. Because if he sets the bar, he is the number one running back. If you pay him at least 40 mil guaranteed, they had an offer with him where it's like 15 mil for 2 years, 30 mil guaranteed, and he deemed that was not enough. This guy, running backs have a very, very, very short leash on their NFL career before they went from up to straight up down. So pay him the goddamn money.
First off, let me start by saying keep it PG. PG. We have children watching this. I don't know. But no, let's just be real. One, this is just a rumor. Second,
it's the wrong time for this rumor to come out. Not during
of course it's the wrong time. It's going to cause a distraction. That's what it's there for. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Pay the man the money. Simply because he stated last season before they franchise tagged him that he felt like he was worth quarterback money.
He is.
I absolutely agree, but with the I can understand why I can understand why teams don't want to pay him because of the short lifespan of running backs in the NFL, the short shelf life, to be more precise, of NFL running backs nowadays, because they're taking hits and hits and hits. And now with teams nowadays, they have to have running back committees so you can get your player rest. It's more about the health of the player than other things. But Le'Veon's an exception. Zeke's an exception. Fournette's an exception. There are certain players who are that exception right now because they're still youthful and they're still playing at a top level. And they've proven time and time again that let them play. Don't take them off the field. They want to play on every play. Give them the money they deserve. That's my little rant on that. So
you can make the argument that Le'Veon Bell is like top 5 most important players in the offensive position.
Well, he's definitely the most important player on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Roethlisberger, without him in the backfield, would be getting pummeled every single week. And yeah, he probably would have retired before the season started.
Indeed. And there are certain players that if you take out of that offense, their whole offense completely falls apart. Steelers, they have Le'Veon Bell. You take him off there, I don't see how Pittsburgh gets past the divisional round.
Agree.
You take the Saints and Drew Brees, no chance in hell. You take Aaron Rodgers out of the Green Bay Packers, no chance in hell.
It's weird because we have like physical proof of the Packers one too. Like when Rodgers went down with the injury this year and Hundley stepped in, Hundley was not ready for prime time.
He wasn't. Then let's see, who else would you say? You can make the argument for Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott. You take Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, you're right.
Cowboys
you know what? We did. You could also say a few other players, but that's besides the point. Mm-hmm. The main point is pay him. Like after the season, pay him. Because you don't have to get that done right now. Just get it done in the offseason.
Just pay him the money.
Yeah.
Pay him the money. It's simple as that. He is the number 1 running back in the NFL.
Exactly.
James, you got anything to add to this? Or are you just being quiet with your head back down?
Really?
Wait, your audio.
Oh, he can hear us.
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear the whole time. I was just choosing to ignore because,
okay.
I'm just thinking about all those field goals that I missed, whether it's a point after or let's see. The only things I admit I really zoned out. The only thing I heard was about running back by committee. Running back by committee is a better choice in playoff contention teams if you want long term. If you want short term for a stud, and it's good. You only choose one, but expect 5 years, and there's going to be a little bit of a tumble. But even then, let's point out the one person that the Cowboys did choose before Ezekiel Elliott, and DeMarco Murray is part of a running back by committee team now, but he is the workhorse. So, if we're going to be talking about the Cowboys for say, specifically the Cowboys need a better backups when it comes to the running back crew. What other conversations did you all had?
Oh, we were talking about money for Le'Veon Bell. Like, the man should get paid, and he shouldn't be
The-
franchise tag again.
Do you think he deserves to be the highest paid running back in the NFL?
Third highest?
The highest.
The highest. It has to be the highest. I mean, that's proven and proven again. I mean, if they can do what they did to him 3 years straight, I say it's a one-time payday, and that's it. I wouldn't pay after this payday.
I give him 5 years. I give him 5, maybe 3 years.
I would give him a 4-year contract with a team option, if that's possible. But that also obviously means you have to pay him more if you do a team option.
And my thing is also, if you're going to make a large contract, in my opinion, you should give him more like incentives in the contract instead of guaranteed money, because make him earn that paycheck.
I'm trying to think what kind of things you would add on there incentive wise. You would add a touchdown incentive, a yards incentive, and a receptions incentive,
and a Super Bowl incentive. A Super Bowl one too.
Everyone has a Super Bowl incentive, pretty much.
Well, he would get a big one.
If you're a guaranteed starter, you typically have a Super Bowl incentive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but just Pittsburgh, wake up, pay him his goddamn money, because I still think he is the key. He's the key for the Steelers to beat the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
He's the key for them to beat the Patriots.
Thank you.
He's the key for them to the Super Bowl.
He is their key. He is their best player. I mean, you can have Antonio Brown, you can have Big Ben, but Le'Veon Bell.
He doesn't have the key for Rusev Day.
Calm down, both of you. Tony, is there anything else you want to add news-wise, or can we go straight to the prediction?
Well, I mean, not really. The only thing I could say is we keep making Chiseled Adonis references. I would say go subscribe to that dude. That guy right there. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. That guy right there makes the best sports commentary videos on YouTube. And
no, I'm gonna just message him and just say, shout out. You did it. You love your videos. Check out shout out for you.
And also, for a challenge, we should do a try not to laugh at his videos.
James. This is not wrestling, James. Stop going woken.
Well, what's going on?
We're about to start with the
analysis / predictions.
NFL, the analysis / predictions of NFL divisional weekend. I'm gonna go in order by the games in order.
All righty.
First game, Saturday, 3:35. We have the Atlanta Falcons, who are the favorites in this game, in Philadelphia against the Eagles.
Anyone want to say otherwise?
I have yet to see anything from Nick Foles to say I don't trust Nick Foles, honestly.
I mean, it's not like he's going to throw another interception, right?
If they had Carson Wentz, I'd say Eagles by a landslide. But no Carson Wentz. It's a coin flip. Let's see.
I personally feel like, we were just talking about running back tandems in the NFL. We have two of the best running back tandem groups in the NFL in this game. We have the Eagles with Ajayi and Blunt, and we have the Falcons with Freeman and Coleman. Coleman and Freeman practically carried them through the second half of the season, and we could tell now that Matt Ryan has got his groove back. So imagine how dangerous they're going to be if they actually get hot. And I mean hot, as in blow these guys out of the water hot.
It'd be very interesting to say if they actually make it to the Super Bowl, because then we can kind of say it's the opposite of choking what they did to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it would be weird to see that.
I don't want to see the Dirty Birds near a Super Bowl.
You laughed so hard when the Patriots came back, huh?
I was just stunned. I was told I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
I was asleep.
I remember Jeffrey expressed to me that he had really no interest in the game, but he was going to watch the game anyway as a football fan.
As a straight up fan. And I'm just like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. That first.
And I watched it. Yeah, I watched it just like that. And I was just like, holy crap.
And then I was
they're blowing them out. And then the second half came around.
And that's when I conceded. I was like, all right, Tom Brady, you win.
Exactly.
You win.
Because the feeling that I had was initially I was like, well, I'm going to be at work anyway for the first half of the game. So do I really need to tune in for the second half? And as I got home, I was like, they're blowing them out. It's ready. The first half, it's already over, and the game's over. It's not like I'm going to see an overtime or a comeback or anything. It's not impossible. So I'm just going to go to sleep and hear the next day. And then all of a sudden my radio turns on because my alarm used to be my radio, and I hear the Patriots come back. How did they do it? Here next. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Did you have to go back and watch the game somehow?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I'm gonna find a link.
Well, I'm planning to watch it before I actually watch the Super Bowl. Which, by the way, I still haven't watched any football, not even college or anything. But Jeffrey, you already know my opinion on college.
Well, I mean, college is over with anyway, so.
I hate the dilution of it and pay them. I
agree.
So my way of boycotting them, I've been boycotting college football for quite some time, is to not watch.
But so, gentlemen, do we?
Yes.
I mean, I'd say Falcons Eagles. I mean, you mentioned the running game for both teams.
Mm-hmm. The X factor in this game is the Falcons receivers, and the Falcons defense is much better than Philadelphia, in my opinion.
The defense.
What if Nick Foles just has a monster game?
I doubt it.
He can show flashes of his old self, but let's put it this way: I disagree with Falcons having a better defense, but it truly shows that the quarterback was all they're relying on at one point. I mean, pretty much Wentz was having a Dak season like last year. They were using the running backs, and because of the running backs, it made phenomenal for his play. Yeah. And Foles does not know how to use that running back by committee properly. I think he's not really great at faking the handoff. I've seen highlights of him doing handoffs. It just looks night and day, and it's like, wow, what happened to year one Nick Foles, rookie Nick Foles, when it came to that? But then I realized, they had crap everything with the exclusion of the offensive line, and the offensive line has crumbled and came back since. So if Nick Foles has a good game, I can still trust Natty Light right now.
Natty Ice, you mean?
No, he means Matty Light.
Matty Light. No, he's not where he is for me to call him Matty Ice. After the Super Bowl, there's no Matty Ice. It's Matty Light.
I agree.
I mean, I did a coin flip, and I just say, unfortunately, Falcons win. I don't see it. Unless Nick Foles shows me something phenomenal, no pun intended, that I just don't see it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time something phenomenal happened to the Falcons.
Ooh!
By the way, I can't say that because we got to watch the children. Never mind. There's a nice little choker company. They reside very well in Georgia.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm just kidding. We're not going to that right now. We're going to go to our next game because we all simply agree that Atlanta is going to win this game.
What else is there to say? I mean,
let me just start with this next game. But I think this is going to be the biggest ass whooping of the whole weekend. the second game.
You talking about New England, Tennessee? This is such
dang right. I'm talking about New England, Tennessee.
This is such a mismatch.
My question is, will it happen in the beginning or the end? I think the first 20 minutes, there's going to be some fights. And then it's all going to go downhill after that. Very specifically, the first 20 minutes.
I give it even the first drive, and it's over.
I just don't see how Tennessee can contend with this team. Tennessee barely survived last week. Barely survived. And one of those plays is a freaky touchdown reception from Marcus Mariota.
If
Mariota to Mariota.
Mariota to Mariota.
If Tennessee's going to have any chance of winning this game, they've got to control time of possession. They have to keep Tom Brady off the field as much as they can. That means they would need
a lot of third down conversions, pretty much.
So that means
third down conversions. No, even go for it on fourth down. I mean, you go to that mentality. You're saying I don't want Brady on the field at all.
So what you're telling me is their game plan should be hit Brady in the mouth on defense hard, and short passes and runs for a slower drive to keep them off the field. Correct?
That's what you have to. I mean, I feel like that's what they're going to have to do.
Well, I think DeMarco Murray's supposed to be back this week, but I feel because of Derrick Henry, the way he's been playing the last few weeks, he will be the workhorse back because he has looked good.
And Tennessee doesn't have no deep threat receivers, do they?
They only have one, and he's still getting used to being on the field. It's that you watched him in the bowl game last year. That the kid from Central Michigan.
Oh yeah, Corey Davis.
Yeah, Corey Davis.
Corey Davis. Oh yes.
Yeah, you saw him in the bowl game last year.
Yes, I did.
If anybody doesn't know, Jeffrey had a field pass. Sucker. Huh?
Hey.
Oh, I wanted to go to the Cotton Bowl this year.
I'm sorry.
I wish that I was allowed to go 2 years ago when I was told, go next year. Then I graduated early.
Oh.
God bless UTA for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah.
But, fellas, who do you got?
Oh, New England. Oh, New England, hands down.
Handsome James over there.
Oh, Tennessee, hands down. I'm kidding. It's New England.
I'll agree 100%.
Okay,
New England. Yes.
Gentlemen, Steve somehow pulls it off. I am going to drink. I'm going to just straight up drink until I get drunk if they pull it off.
That's not a bet.
I mean, what would you suggest?
Drink as much as I will. How about that? You take as many shots as I do.
Or
how about
before I start puking, you will die.
I will die.
Oh, you get a red Solo cup, right? Just a red Solo cup, and fill it halfway, just halfway, with apple cider vinegar. If they win, we all have to chug a half a cup of apple cider vinegar.
Ooh.
No, I'll take you on this. 3 shots of Everclear.
Oh God!
I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh. 3 shots of Everclear.
I'll raise the stakes. 5.
No.
Oh no. No. Okay, you're talking to a guy who won an Everclear drinking contest. I'm going no.
Okay.
You guys realize I might die after the second shot.
Oh, don't worry. We'll watch the Royal Rumble with you. With it.
We got your back.
I'm going to die so I guess 3 shots of Everclear if Tennessee
wins.
I'll do 3 shots of Everclear.
And it has to be consecutive. So 1, and then we can take a 3 to 5 minute rest, but you gotta go for it. I'm probably gonna shoot within a minute.
Yeah,
I'm going to die.
We're gonna be messed up watching the Royal Rumble.
I'm going to die.
We better. This one is short. Oh.
And we're gonna be streaming live. Remember?
We're gonna be live streaming the whole show.
Oh, I will die.
And NXT Takeover Philadelphia.
So I've never had Everclear. I've heard it's the worst.
It's fun.
It's fun before you take the shots.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to die.
Yeah.
No,
guys-
you're not. You're not. You're just gonna feel like it. There's a difference.
No, he's gonna be that one guy. He's like, I can't feel my legs.
Look, talking couldn't finish hot wings.
This is alcohol. Okay.
Put your head back down.
Our next game is going to be in Pittsburgh, where the Jacksonville Jaguars will be playing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Another coin flip, honestly.
I wouldn't say so much of a coin flip. This is going to be the matchup is literally the defense of the Jaguars versus the offense of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
If Le'Veon Bell goes to town, it's Pittsburgh.
That's the whole issue.
And I mean,
We've seen how good this Jacksonville defense can be. We've seen it.
Winning games 10-6, yeah.
Yeah.
defense.
That's true.
But that
Defense wins
offense,
championship.
I feel the bigger matchup is the Jags offense versus the Pittsburgh defense. That is the X factor.
The non-existent
Blake Bortles
offense
doesn't
up
cost
there.
them the game.
Yeah.
10 points. 10 points. And then they're facing off against Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
Pittsburgh
going to take
winning.
a lot more than points to beat Pitt. I'd say
It's
24.
Yeah, I see the first one to 19 is gonna win.
Mm.
I'd
So
say 20.
Again, the first one to 19.
I think this is going to be a Blake Bortles coming out party.
No.
Hey, bro, that's personal stuff. You don't have to, make fun of him for that. Jeez.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. No, I mean, as in, he's actually going to have a game of his life in this.
Oh.
My opinion.
If he throws for 300 plus yards and like 2 touchdowns, I'm like,
I think
I think all he needs is 250 and 2 touchdowns and then 1 running back touchdown.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I think he's going to get 300 and at least 3 touchdowns. And I say the Jaguars are going to go to Pittsburgh and upset the Steelers.
All right, that's 3 shots of vodka this time. Not Everclear for this one.
I gotta say Steelers.
Steelers.
What kind of?
I just
Can we
don't-
do Fireball?
Yeah,
Fireball.
T has fireball. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're just gonna have like a tab.
So for every Jay,
we
let
gotta
me get this
drink
straight.
when we go over there.
For every upset we think is happening, 3 shots of a certain alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. So every one of them is assigned to a different one.
Oh.
Okay. I mean,
So-
I'm gonna still say Steelers. I don't trust Blake Bortles.
Let's see now. For this game, let's do vodka.
Okay. Vodka, okay.
Okay.
Let's see now.
Okay.
If the Eagles win, that'll be fireball.
Okay.
I was gonna say fireball for the last game.
Which is
The New Orleans Saints traveling to the Minnesota, the home of Super Bowl 52. Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings are the favorites, by the way.
Yeah.
That'll be
clear
cracking.
favorites.
we got some cracking
What's cracking?
rum, black spice rum. At least I didn't say tequila.
That actually makes a lot more sense because you got like.
I ain't drinking no tequila. Oh hell no. Oh no.
I'm surprised you said no on that over the Everclear. Everclear is the one you don't want to deal with.
I'm still begrudgingly on Everclear. But I'm outvoted 2-1.
Okay. Let's just be real. All right. Right now, Jeffrey, we know your pick.
You don't know my pick. I'm torn.
Know your pick.
You want me to be the homer?
You're
I
a
don't care.
homer.
We're Cowboys fans. What do you think?
My heart says this team, but I just
then go with your heart. Don't go with your head. Your head is a loser. Your head's a loser.
The Saints have only won one road playoff game.
And that was in Chicago.
Wrong. It was against Philly.
Oh, wrong team then, y'all. Oh.
I was thinking Vikings also with geez, what's his face? Brett Favre. Brett Favre.
Wait.
Brett Favre. That game was in New Orleans. That game was at New Orleans, and this is the first time since that game that they met in the playoffs.
Okay, but I'm going to be real. I'm going to do all the way real with you, Jeffrey. Your Saints are out.
I'm going for the ride. I'm just whatever happens, happens.
Well, Jeffrey, you're going to be drinking
my brain is agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know.
Some black spice rum.
Some black spice rums because the Minnesota Vikings are going to be going to the NFC Championship game on the back of a kid from Texas who went to the University of Houston. Boom.
My brain is agreeing with you because Saints on the road is a different animal. My heart is just saying, yeah.
Well, I mean, the last time y'all played them, it was the first week of the season. They all had Adrian Peterson.
I mean, and back then, Sam Bradford was the quarterback.
And look at Case Keenum. Look at the way he's been playing.
Look at the way our defense is playing. Much better since week one.
Look at them flicking their wrists.
Keenum has been look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist.
So it's football, so it's look at the flick of the wrist.
Yeah, I know quarterbacks too.
But Tony, my brains are literally agreeing with you. I mean, so logic says Vikings.
Logic says Vikings, but you're going to stick with the Saints.
Well, if it was Cowboys Vikings, would you be in the same position?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, your heart would be like Cowboys, but you know, realistically, it'd be Vikings.
If the Cowboys made it this far, I'm going Cowboys because especially the kind of crap they had to get over, that means they're on a hot streak. But because the Cowboys aren't here, we know exactly where the Cowboys are at in this situation.
Yep.
And we know with New Orleans, to be honest, they could have done better. If they would have done better, I would have been much more torn. I am kind of torn, though.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't trust New Orleans when it comes to playoff games on the roads. This is just me being straight up. I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
At home, totally different story. I will go Saints at home every day of the week.
Because Saints ask who that, and then the team that they show up to points at the stadium with their logo on it, says "We that."
I mean, at their own home stadium, but the Vikings, it's in 51 years, it's never been done. It's never been done that they are actually going to host a team is able to host the Super Bowl and actually have their team represented.
Okay. Most teams at their hometown.
Before you start saying that, it's something that we never thought was going to happen in the Super Bowl either. In the Super Bowl. That had never happened in the Super Bowl in the 50 years.
What, the overtime
game? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The overtime game.
I thought it was going to happen sooner rather than
this past year.
To have that kind of home field advantage, though. Can you imagine the crowd if Minnesota gets in the Super Bowl?
Ruckus.
I mean, that would be the ultimate home field advantage.
Field advantage. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I mean, to see that would be such a spectacle. But I'm still pulling for this team. I'm going to pull for them. My heart is literally just going to go for the ride. We're just going to go for the ride.
We're going to make you drunk.
You're not making me drunk. I'll cut myself off before that happens.
You'll pass out and we'll put an IV in you. Remember, I work at a hospital.
Right. Yeah, that's true. This is true.
So wait, we all agree on Atlanta, right?
We all agree on Atlanta. We all agree on New England.
We all agree on New England. And we
Jacksonville, and y'all said the Steelers.
And so what if we're all wrong? What if we get all of these wrong? What if it was Philly?
Wrong.
So wait, if Philly pulls it off, we all taking 3 shots of Fireball?
Yes, we are.
If the Patriots pull it off, we're taking that shot of Everclear. If the Titans pull it off, we're taking that shot of Everclear.
Shot, we said 3.
3 shots of Everclear.
Every single one of them is 3 shots.
Okay. So if the Titans pull it off, Everclear, right?
The Titans pull it off, it's Everclear, yes.
That's one where just like we all agree that's not happening.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're getting rid of I'm not worried about the Everclear. Fireball, I wouldn't mind. What's all right, Jags Steelers. So if the Jags win,
that was the
we don't even have to have anything on that one. Just
that one's gonna be a good game.
But also that one we don't even have to do anything because it's not a unanimous thing. It's not something that we expect to sweep out.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we don't have to do. So do we have to do one for the Sunday games then?
There's one, and it's going to be that Saints game. It's Fireball.
Why are we doing that? We're not in total unanimous. We're not in total unanimous.
Exactly,
because there's
one
bias.
of us is about to drink something.
You just want to get me. You just want to get me to drink something.
Don't worry, I'll be there with you whether or not you win or lose.
And don't forget, we still have to do punishments.
Tony has to go through a table.
Go through a table. We have to play Trivia Murder Party. Don't forget that.
I'm not. The only punishment that you got me going is a hot wing challenge so far.
It like splash through a table, or am I going to get thrown through a table?
Ooh,
splashed. Because I can't carry you. I'm sorry.
So okay, that is it. I mean, I'm going to wrap up the couch talk. So we have our lots. If the Titans pull it off, we're about to get plastered.
Jeez, if the Titans pull it off, just count. It's over for me.
We're gonna take those shots right before NXT Takeover too.
I'm like, oh god, oh.
Hopefully, we'll sober up for the main event.
Pizza, hopefully, to grease it up. Like, we're good, guys.
Don't worry, there's multiple bathrooms there.
Tony, I'm not driving if I'm not driving. Oh,
there's a captain.
Yep.
I'll probably say a friend to say, "Oh, hey, pick me up, please."
Mm-hmm.
That's an expensive Uber.
That true. Anyway, that's it for NFL Couch Talk divisional round. Tony. I'm doing a reaction of all the games immediately after the Saints Viking games for better or worse.
I'll be ready.
So like, share, comment, subscribe, share this whole video. You know that shindig. Tony, got anything you want to add?
Like, comment down below in the comment section. A year to get to the comments, but you know what? Your comments, you're winning. You're winning at life. Tiger blood, whatever.
James.
Oh, hey, I didn't notice you there. Hey, let's talk about this. We're starting to have a lot more likes, and we're starting to have a lot more viewers. And I want to tell you, thank you. Because especially when you give us all those views, we definitely appreciate those likes. But of course, if you give those dislikes, well, you know what? You're a homer just like our good old friend there, Who Dat Nation, Jeffrey Burtis.
I'll admit I'm a homer.
Stay classy, San Diego.
This is Jeffrey Burtis of the Who Dat Nation of the Stadium Junkies Media. Saint fan for life, signing out.
Cowboys.